infrared and EM spectrum.
What are electromagnetic waves and its spectrum?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Let's begin with the two words that have been abbreviated to EM and EM waves. EM stands for electromagnetic. So what are electromagnetic waves? Well, they're waves that carry both electric fields and magnetic fields. The EM wave itself comes from where the two electric and magnetic fields intersect. Therefore, the name electromagnetic wave. Now on to the electromagnetic spectrum. The electromagnetic spectrum consists of 7 waves: radio, micro, infrared, visible, ultraviolet, X-rays, and gamma. Radio for radio waves, microwave for microwaves, a TV remote for infrared, a human eye for visible, the sun for ultraviolet, 2 hands that have been X-rayed for X-rays, and a gamma symbol for gamma. And the lucky wave that we have been given to explain to you is the infrared wave. What is the infrared wave? Well, that is something Hai will later on explain to you.
An infrared wave is a form of electromagnetic radiation. Anything with a temperature greater than absolute zero is capable of emitting infrared radiation, which means infrared can be emitted from almost anything. Its main characteristics include infrared small energy, long wavelengths, invisible to human eyes, and it occupies a frequency less than visible light and greater than most radio wave. Now, speaking of wavelength and frequency, infrared radiation has electromagnetic wave in a wavelength region lying from 0.75 micrometer to 1000 micrometer. Infrared has 3 wavelength regions for 3 infrared regions, with a wavelength region of 0.75 micrometer to 3 micrometer called near infrared, a wavelength region of 3 micrometer to 6 micrometer called middle infrared, and lastly, a wavelength region of 6 micrometer to 15 micrometer called far infrared. Now, here are some sources from infrared. We have the sunlight, come from the fire, black body radiator, a fiber optic communication, and invisible to human eyes. Yes, that's
So
all
it's
we
about
got.
that time now when you've been watching this video, and I'm sure you're wondering, why am I watching this? Well, how will this be helpful for me in the future? Which is, I'm sure, the #1 question that all teachers during some part of their careers have heard. And to be honest with you, unlike most teachers, I don't have a reason for you. You're probably never going to use infrared waves in life unless you go into some science field of some sorts. Which then leads to the next question of, why am I still watching this? Well, for fun facts, of course. Fun facts that include infrared in its modern use, and the brilliant man who invented or discovered infrared. So, now introducing JJ with infrared fun facts.
It was during the late 1800s when Sir Frederick William Herschel was investigating the temperature of light through a prism when he stumbled upon the discovery of infrared waves. So now, where are they used in everyday life and how are they helpful? Well, have you ever gone home from a long day of work or school and just plopped yourself on the couch and grabbed the TV remote and started flipping through channels? Well, right there is infrared being used in today's society. Channel surfing. The TV remote uses infrared light to connect to the receiver or cable box. Infrared lights are also used for satellites, which send signals of infrared light down to Earth to read the temperature and height of the land, which I'm sure is great for geographers, scientists, and the weather forecasters. Another great use of infrared light is night vision goggles, which are, I'm sure, great for military uses or the cheater in manhunt. But with the night vision goggles, the infrared lights allow you to see through the goggle while you are outside during nightfall. And lastly, infrared lights can be used to read your different body temperatures when your doctor needs to check that.
So there you have it, the EM spectrum and its 7 waves.
Discuss the infrared wave and its main characteristics and sources,
along with its usage in our modern society.